Hi, this is the recording of my submission. And I'm going to be showing you how I'll be implementing the Apache superset integration with the existing admin, the files that were shared with me, as you can see here in the background. And I'll do it from scratch, of course, and we'll also be able to see everything. Every file I create, every decision I make, I'll be able to explain it and the actual development process. Not actually what I will be showing everything. And I will just start with showing you the structure, how everything is going to be looking like. So for this case, I'm going to be showing you what was shared with me. So first, you can see here we have the backend, and actually I will also check on the stacks it's using, and as you can see, this is using Express. I did check on it some minutes ago. So okay, just a second. Should have some bucket. Of course, it's running on Express, and it also has its own Docker file. And we will be trying to we'll be trying to set it up. This is not live, so it's actually off. And you'll be able to like go step by step on these tasks which you are given to build everything and also create these tables, insert dummy data, realistic conversations, insert them to that seeding. We'll be doing that seeding task, and also we'll connect it, load the three tables in the Apache superset, and flow level statistics and everything. We'll also do the embedding, the code config, and the review, actually be able to put everything into consideration. So the first thing before we even try to run everything or set up everything, we know that we need the env environments. So now that we have this one, we just copy it. Then we go to main, and then we do new file. We'll just call it .env for this time, for this case. So this is actually what will be helping us to run the backend on port 5050. And then after that, we'll now go to frontend, and we have the environment here. For environment, we'll be adding the .env. Of course, we'll be changing this one to localhost for some time, local 5050, so that we can be able to read everything with time. And now the next thing that we'll be doing is checking our Prisma. Now we're going to be working on this one, creating three tables. So this one should be on Prisma. So we go to Prisma. Sorry. Just a second, I'm not finding that. Just a second. So we should find where the Prisma is. It should be on the SRC Prisma. Give me a second. Can't see it. Oh, sure. Sorry. I was opening the front end. We should have the Prisma here. See, okay, we can see we have most of tables, but we do not have the ones that we need. So we'll be updating this file, of course, because we can, and then we'll be adding that specific file which helps us to create that migration. And it will be, this is how it will be looking like. Just a second. Our new Prisma will be looking like this. Okay, sorry. So we might need to, first of all, initialize git, and then we, let's say initial view. Of course, on this, because of this recording, I would actually chunk everything and then put every changes on its own PR, just to make sure that there's like linear flow. Now, one thing you're going to do is you're going to be changing this Prisma, and you're going to be adding three. Let me show you. We'll be adding this client session, and we'll also be having the conversation step and the message log. This is how they'll be looking like, how they are connecting each other. Yeah. So once we do that, we can now go ahead and put on our. We can actually put on our Docker, and there's a reason. Let me check whether it's already there. We already have one here. So yeah, so we can actually check what exactly is happening behind the scenes on the Docker side. And the easiest thing is having a script which helps start Docker and stop it. So what I will do is I'll do a simple bash script which helps in starting the Docker and stop, stopping it. That is what I would actually do. For example, I just have like a local setup dot sh. Let me actually do it here. And I can do like something like a local setup dot sh. So this one will just help in doing the local setup, like how we do everything. By the way, we check on these ones, we'll do the seeds. Of course, I haven't done the seeds, so, and then initialize this one, and then run the Docker compose, and then run the migrations, and then seed it. So we haven't done anything on seeding, so we should be able to do that file, and that file will be I'll be adding it on the seeds. So for this case, I will need to have an SRC, then seeds folder, which now will help me to be able to do the seeds. And the seeds folder will be able to help me to add different patterns of everything and different patterns of data, of course. And now we can actually try to run this one because I'm following this file I created here. This simple file to set up. There's this file I did set up here, which because I have this file, I also have this one, and I also have this one, and also have everything. So what I will do is now I can just execute this specific file. Is this should just be able to just execute it. So let me go to terminal. And then I usually love terminal when it's on its own window. So I'm just going to be Command B and then terminal new window. And then here I will cd admin backend dash main. And then once I'm there, I'm just going to be doing the slash local setup .sh. Let's run that. And then, of course, you can just confirm whether we have the databases. You can open this one. I did connect it, so seems our database is not on. We are waiting for it. So seems we have an issue with the Docker. So we are just going to do Docker compose. Sorry. A second. So, okay, you can see we are having issues with the environments. What we'll do is this the .m. Let's check whether we created it on the right directory. .env should be okay because we put zoning and we paste it there. Wait a second. Since I have a small error here, it's not reading that. A second. Should be able to check whether why this one is not running. Let's put this one in its own tab. Let's put it there. Then we try to see. Put the API key. Seems I already had that local setup. So sorry. Let's try. Actually, the client is generated successfully. So let's fix that one. It's really quick. So let's first of all open the share Docker. Here. Say Docker. Yes. Seems to be running well. Let me make this one smaller because I can't see. Um, I can use this one actually. Since I have an issue with let me try it again. Oh, this one looks good. Um, It seems that we have some little issues with the N, and I'm going to be fixing it in a moment. So we need to restart this one so that it can pick a new environment. Localhost. Let's check what's going on with Docker. Let's put it somewhere we can track it. Let's try it. Oh, let's run this one. Now we're done the migrations. This looks good. Now let's npm install. And then we run dev. Seems we have some little issue. So I'm going to be fixing right now. So since we have an issue with some little issues with the Twilio account, so I'm going to also fix that. Let's try another different one. Looks good. Let's go to the next one. We see the then we install, then we run dev. Since we have some little issues here with the port. So sorry, I figured out where the problem is. I'm supposed to pass it that way. I can be able to access that admin. Now that we are able to access the admin and the setup is complete, I'm going to be doing now step-by-step way of how I'm going to be doing the superset implementation. And we will start with building the Docker image for the superset. So what I'll do, that is okay, this is okay. Let's go to the other one. You can actually even check the tables. Let's just reconnect this one. This one seems to be failing. 400. Not Alex, root. Let's get the name. Good. So we have the tables here. You can see the tables. For the message log, we have the client session. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the migrations. And one thing we're going to do is we're going to create the seeds directory. And the seeds directory will be in the SRC. SRC folder. Then we'll have the seeds. Let me actually create that. We actually have the seeds directory. Give me a second. So let's create a folder here. We actually have one here, which is the seeds. So the seeds directory is here, and we've already run the files. So if we check on the message log, let's see. So let's run the seeds. Let's add the seeds. Seems my terminal disappeared again. This time we do okay. So nice. Then the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to run the seeds. This is how you're going to do it. Let's see how our seeding file works. Sorry, should be npx prisma. Let's get this flag. Not that we can't find. Yeah, supposed to use a custom way of running our seeds. Also, we don't have the seed.ts. Or else we can just change this one to seeds.ts. So what you're going to do is we're going to be running it in a different way. Actually, we have let's try to run it again. So let's just now run it. Let's seed it. It should work. Sorry. The reason why this is failing is because we in a second should be npx prisma p seed. The reason why this one is failing is because I don't know why this is actually failing. Should be able to work. Or we can just start with the okay. All right. You figure out why this is not working. So there's, I noticed there's a different way we can do this. I can just do a direct seeding here. Sure. Let's confirm we have some data here. Let's see. Since we have some data here, well then unanswered. This seems our data doesn't work. Um, so the easiest thing you can do here is you can pick, you could just run that file directly with the TS node. So let's say px TS node, and then we just do src slash scenes slash I cannot the analytics data. Let me just copy paste it. Seems we have an issue with our some little issue here. Just go to fix it now. And that this is failing, we can add a source. And then let's now run it. Where is it failing? So I think problem we have here is the key. And we can just, first of all, initialize the database URL, and now we run it directly now. We're running that. So we'll, yeah, it is once it logs it very well. Then we check on the here now we have some more data which you can be able to plot. Have more data here. Transaction here. So now you have enough data seed. Now the next thing we're going to do is the superset. So instead of doing this one, we'll do a new folder. In the new folder, we'll be having inside that folder, we can actually call that folder superset admin. So let's go here and we just sit in. I want to create another folder here. So let's say maybe say superset admin, here it is how to be looking like. So we'll have config, we'll have and then now that superset runs on now that superset runs on Python, we'll be doing Python configuration to allow us to be able to like access superset through our admin. And how we're going to do it is we're going to be doing some little setups. For example, these flags are going to be there. We have been securing it first and also like connecting it. Then we'll also be having the Docker image. Of course, there will be some little cookies there, but this is not very much needed. Then the superset environment. Of course, the superset environment will have everything that is needed. And then now we're going to be starting the superset environment. We do cd super. Let's check. So it's just say cd. We won't check that code for now. Okay. Superset admin. Set of admin, let's just call it main to have some proper naming. A superset main. Then we do Docker. Let's we're not Docker compose. So we're supposed to uh, do Docker. So we do Docker first, and then we do dash D. But before we do that, we do cd /docker, and then now we sorry for that. Okay, so we did there. Once that's there, we can check it on whether it's running on localhost. 1 second. Should be running on localhost 8080. What is ratings? Let's check whether this is running. About this one. Sorry, not it. Oh, we have our super admin working here. So what we do is we'll now log in, and I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to be using these ones, admin and 1, 2, 3. Let's log in. Admin 1, 2, 3. And of course here you can be able to see the dashboards that are already there, and you can worked on them. So and to just connect data sets, you just come here, you add data set, and just connect to analytics, and you can do it public. You can just connect like a chat session and everything. And then charts, you can just add chart, choose, for example, this one, and then let's say we would do something like a purple chart. And so you want to have dimension is greater that, and then we just have some little entity, or let's say we are doing this one, a simple one, and then of course matrix, count, save, x-axis, we can have something like start time, then save, and create it. It will be coming here, and we can be able to update it where we want. So So I created these charts. So I created all these charts to connect into the DB. So now we should try to embed it here, and embedding it here will be will take some little time because we will do configurations on the analytics file, for example. Let's go to on the front end side, we'll be having we'll be adding. Sorry, let me just close this one. Now that we have some analytics here, we'll be adding another tab here, which will now be able to load all those metrics. Okay, so it will be looking. Lost the connection. Of course, because that one has a lot of things that I need to write, I'm just going to be showcasing how that exactly works. And it's funded, so yeah. So I will just be showcasing that. So I'm just going to be. So I'm just going to be. We just go to this directory. We just go to just going to be showing what exactly is actually what I worked on the front end. This is how it looks like. So it's crashing. So on server that you can be able to see what exactly is happening. Again, let me fix that. So this is what it will be looking like. And then the dashboard will be showing all this. And in these dashboards, you can refresh it. Can be able to refresh. Let's say you refresh it now. It actually shows the exact time you refreshed it. And also you refresh this one, it will also show that. And then it has an auto refresh of 30 seconds. Of course, it's not very much needed. Can even push it to 10 or 20 minutes. This one is like a showcasing of what exactly is happening on the dashboard. Because of time, I'm not going to be fixing this, but just some little configuration that I needed to do so that you can be able to showcase this. Thank you.